Hello, hello. Hope you're well. Hope you're swell. Hope you're wavy. Hope you're gravy. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. I make music, people. I make music. I'm doing the Song a Day challenge. Where the goal is to drop a song a day challenge. I drop 7 songs every Friday. Every Friday, 7 songs. So link in description if you want to hear what I put out this past Friday. Link in description. Link in description. My phone is on the charger, and I'm scared if I remove the charger, because it's almost full. It's probably full by now. I'm scared if I remove the charger that the video is going to start recording. But that means like for the next 40 minutes it's going to be on the charger, even though it's at 100%. Oh well. By the way, if you want to get clips of my music, go to my YouTube Shorts tab. Go to my YouTube Shorts tab to get little clips and listen to what I've got going on. Just get a little taste. And a link in the description if you want to hear the project I dropped this past Friday. Really appreciate it, guys. Really do. And like, comment, share, subscribe, everyone. That really helps. I'm on a mission. I'm a man on a mission to get a video with 50,000 views. I will get it. I will. You can contribute by liking the video because that helps push me through the algorithm. This method has been working for me. Just this format with the toilet roll and the thumbnails I get out of it, and people seem to be liking the triggers as well. So I'm gonna just keep doing this. If it keeps working, I'm gonna keep doing it. It's not. I don't mind it. It allows me. It's a nice way to keep rambling while also keep doing triggers. And that's the balance I always struggled with. Maintaining the triggers while also speaking my mind. So this is nice. So I appreciate everyone that's been tuning in. The video I released yesterday was like, was it yesterday? No, not yesterday. Like 2 days ago or something. Got like 4,000 views already, which is crazy. One of my videos is almost at 20,000. It's like 19,600, which is madness. We are aiming for we are aiming for 50,000 one of the videos. And then once I cross that threshold, we will do 100,000. So I'm quite pleased. How the videos are performing. And I'm just gonna keep spamming this format. I'm just gonna keep doing this. This will be my new thing, as long as it serves me. I wish I'd done that earlier. Just really zeroed in on what's working. You know what it is? Sometimes it's a thing of like, you feel guilty because you're like, no, I can't keep spamming this. I want to switch it up and, keep being original, yada yada yada. But if it works, it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the thing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So as long as this keeps working, I'm gonna keep on keeping on. I just watched a video, Hyde Park, Tampa, Florida. Someone just walking through that area. Florida in the United States. I told y'all, but I'm on a serious mission to leave South Africa. As much as I love the country, it's got issues, and yeah, just want to spread my wings, go somewhere where I feel like I'm being treated best, where I can fulfill my potential. And yeah, my options are really like limited to like maybe 4 or 5 places, because you want to go to English speaking country. I don't want to go to some country where I have to like learn a whole new language. This is taxing, and you have to consider other factors as well. I just want to. I feel paranoid just even like removing the toilet roll from the camera, because I'm like, maybe the views will go down. That's the point I'm at, guys. That's where I'm at now. That's my little toolkit. I got this for donating blood. So I'm just gonna be using all of this. Okay, it's coming back. That's the point I'm at now. I'm just like, I just really want this to work. Anyway, so I was watching the Hyde Park, Tampa, Florida walkthrough. Someone was just walking through the streets. He's walking through the Hyde Park Village, which is like a shopping district. It's like a little shopping district. It's got shopping and leisure. It's got like stores, like clothing stores, restaurants, bars, boutiques, spas, stuff like that. It was nice. It looked nice. I'm looking for like a video where like the guy just walks through like a neighborhood like with houses and stuff. So that's what I'm looking for really. Like my question in my mind is like, if I was to move to like somewhere like the States, where would I live? Where would I go? I think like Florida looks nice. Florida looks decent, and I like the politics. I like the environment. So there's so many places. The United States is such a big country, so you can get lost in the sauce just trying to figure out like whatever. So I'm just like, that seems like the best place for me. Aligns with my politics, aligns with my vibe. I'm looking for like a quiet place, so I'll probably have to find like a quiet neighborhood. Well, just a normal neighborhood where people are just, normal. So, not too quiet, but like people aren't rowdy and making a bunch of noise. I don't like noise. I believe if you want noise, you should go look for it. Like go to places where you can find it. But I don't think it should just be there like everywhere you go. Like it's annoying. Anyway, so I watched a video where this guy was talking about, you know how I settled in Tampa. It was my Spotify has an app. It's Spotify for artists, and it like shows you your stats. shows you your stats and where your listeners are in the world. So one of the listeners was from, a few of the listeners were from Tampa, Florida. So I was like, Tampa, Florida, Because, I'd already been thinking that about like where would I live if I was to live in the States. So I was like, okay, let me Google that. Let me search that on YouTube and see what pops up. So then there's this video like top 10 places to live in Tampa. And then off the bat, the guy was just like, he's like, I'll just start with the best one. He said Hyde Park. And I was like, okay, cool. So then I just Googled, I searched Hyde Park on YouTube, Hyde Park, Tampa. And yeah, I found that video of the person walking through the Hyde Park Village. If anyone lives in Tampa, let me know in the comments. If anyone lives in Tampa, let me know in the comments. Give me a signal. Let me know, should I try it out if I'm successful, when I'm successful in my escape South Africa, Operation Escape South Africa. It's a nice country, but yo, dude, the issues are mounting. Things are just getting progressively worse. We have this guy, this politician. He proposed an increase in the welfare aid checks. So the social welfare checks that people get, it's like 300 rand now. He's proposing to make it like 1,200 or something, and people are like, who the fuck is gonna pay for that? Because obviously taxpayers are gonna pay for that. So people are like, oh no. He's saying that for election season because elections are coming up. So he's basically saying, if I win, that's what I'm gonna do. And that appeals to people, the people that are like super into welfare and they want welfare checks and stuff. They're like, oh my God, please. So it might win in votes, but that's not gonna be good for the economy. Half of the country's on welfare. Think about that. Do you know how insane that is? Half of the country's on welfare. Where else does that happen in the world? I'm sure there's some countries that have, but that's crazy. Half of the country on welfare, but that's South Africa. I don't want to like dump on the country. I don't want to trash it or anything, because I've had so many amazing memories here, and it genuinely is beautiful. When I say it's beautiful, I just mean like the scenery and the environments and the people and just the general vibe of this place. It's wonderful. But yeah, like I said, you gotta think about the future. You gotta think about what you're going to do. So I'm making plans. The first opportunity I get, I'm gonna book a ticket and get the hell out of here. You need to raise funds for that. So I need to start saving. I need to start practicing discipline, saving my money. So whenever I get paid by YouTube, I need to put money aside. Put money aside. One day I'm gonna have enough to just dip, dude. I have to make a plan to get my mom to follow me, because I don't want to live apart from my mom. Not for too long, at least. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. So she can. She said she'll only leave the country and follow me somewhere if she doesn't have to work. Like, in terms of life, she doesn't have to worry about finding a place to live and stuff. Like, she's just coming and settling, because I've already done all that work. Like, she literally just comes into my house and chills. And she just drops her bags and is like, okay, I'm here. Like, she doesn't have to do anything. Because the reason why she says that is because we used to live in Zimbabwe. Like, I left when I was 6 years old, but I still remember the recession, the epic recession that destroyed that country. In 2006, we had to leave because the whole country just collapsed in real time. People don't realize how quickly a country can fall apart. people don't realize just how quickly a country can fall apart. Because Zimbabwe wasn't always poor, it wasn't always broke. There was actually a period of time where it was doing quite well. It's doing really well. And a series of bad decisions led to the country's collapse. And it went from having a very decent economy, one of the best in Africa, to having one of the worst economies. At some point, they had the worst economy in the world, in the planet. What an achievement. So you can see how quickly things can plummet, right? What point was I trying to make? Oh, yeah. So my mom had to leave. My dad wasn't up to the task. My dad didn't step up. So my mom had to step up and leave the country and find a job in South Africa. Find a place, like an apartment for us to live in. We were doing well in Zimbabwe, by the way. We lived in this golf estate. I actually had a period of time in my life where I was a rich kid for like 6 years of my life. Like, we lived in this nice golf estate. Family had like 2 cars. We have 2 cars now, but like back then we had it was like a thing of like, we used to trade cars. We used to get cars from Japan, buy them, sell them, buy them, sell them. That was a whole business thing we did. My parents and we lived in this estate. It was a golf estate. So it literally had a golf course. Right? I hope I'm not lying. I'll say it was an estate. I remember it being a golf estate, but I might be wrong. I was a kid. But it was nice, we were living good. And then the recession happened and our money wasn't worth much. And we realized, oh my God, we have to sell these cars before it's too late. And I think my dad made some mistake or something, and I don't know. Long story short, we ended up with very little money. So when my mom moved to South Africa to secure a life for us there, when we joined her, we were living like in some very small apartment, and life changed very drastically. We had to adjust. Well, me and my brother were kids, so when you're little kids, you're not really cognizant of what's going on. You don't notice the drastic drop in your standard of living and stuff like that. And yeah, it's you're a kid, which is fortunate for my mom, my parents, because they didn't have to deal with that added fact of the kids having their lives upended. Because when you're little kids, you just, hey man, whatever, I'll go wherever, I'll do whatever. You just want to be around your family, We went from like we were at a private school. We went from a private school to like a public school, and there were differences there as well. But I only noticed that in retrospect. As a kid, I didn't notice. I was just like, whatever, dude. There's girls here, I'm fine. That's how you think as a little kid. Anyway, so my mom went through that stress of like having to flee a country and establish a whole new life in another country, and the hardship that came with that. She didn't have a car when she moved to South Africa, so she had to take public transport a lot and walk crazy distances. I remember like my mom would drive me around and she'd be like, I used to walk this distance. And I'm like, what, you used to walk what distance? Because she'd be showing me while driving the distances she had to walk up there. That's crazy. Many kilometers. So that's why she says, like, if I was to move to another country and I wanted to join me, I'd have to set up everything myself, and then she'll join me like literally just like she. I think the word the words she uses like she's like a parcel. Like she just comes and then you just put her inside the house and then she's just there. Like she doesn't want to do any of the work because she's been through it and she doesn't want to go through it again. So yeah, I'll probably have to figure that out. I'll just pray, man, that God shows me favor, that He helps me meet the right people that can help me out, and I will set up a good life wherever I end up living. But I don't know if this is the place. I don't know if South Africa's the place for me. Yeah, my heart kind of set on it. My heart has decided I'm leaving. So yeah. My question is that once I move, what's the plan in terms of establishing myself? I guess I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. In terms of like growing the channel, writing. My hope is that I can really monetize the music in terms of like, obviously it's already monetized. I get paid. I get paid like a few dollars every month. But once the streams increase, that'll go up. And then hopefully I can do shows and stuff like that. Get paid that way. Get paid from the channel. I'm making good progress on my book. Once I publish that, hopefully I get paid a decent amount from that. But it all centers on this channel because it's a good marketing platform, you know. You got thousands and thousands and thousands of people watching you every week, every month. It's a good way to market yourself and be like, yo, I got this going on. Anyone who wants to check out stuff I've got going on, please do. And yeah, I think I can generate multiple streams of income that way and then establish a good life that way. I'm just praying, man. I'm just praying for America because I don't want the country to collapse. Oh my god. I forgot to share this. Wait, there's so much noise. Hold on. I had to close all the doors and windows because there's some lawnmower or something outside. Hope it doesn't get loud. Anyway, I forgot to share this, but last night I had it's actually kind of like this morning, like early morning, like 4 a.m. or something. Maybe a bit earlier than that. I had a crazy dream. Like I woke up like sick. I was like, that was a bad dream. Anyway, it was actually an insane dream. I think I was in the States. I think I was like in America, and I was in like this burning city. Everything was just on fire. There was a lot of chaos. And then I walked into this building. This is very random. J. Cole, you know the rapper J. Cole, he was sitting on a table, on a desk and watching a video on a computer. And then he saw me and he called me and he was like, come look at this. He's like, oh my God. He was like, what did he say? He said, he was just like, Trump is dead. And he showed me a video and like Donald Trump was in a car and the window was open. And then someone just shot him twice through the head, like twat. 2 bullets in the head and he was just dead. And I just woke up and I literally saw him get shot in the head in the dream. And I was like, I just woke up like not feeling good. I was like, that was a crazy dream. I think I don't think it was like a premonition or anything. I think it was just an expression of an anxiety I have, which is that this guy, you know, he's leading in the polls. The polls have proven to be accurate thus far. If you look at the primaries that have been held, in the Republican and Democrat party primaries for both parties, the polls have been accurate in predicting who's going to win and stuff like that. So it was accurate in predicting Trump to be the nominee. So based on that, the polls also seem to be accurate in predicting him being ahead of Biden. So across the country, in terms of yeah, like who'd people vote for? Which means if the election was held today, Trump would win by a landslide. And I think they know this. And a lot of speculation that people have had is like, because they want to keep this guy out of the White House at all costs, you know? So people speculate like, would they kill him? Because America has a history of killing political opponents, you know, like a lot of, like, they killed Martin Luther King, they killed Kennedy. Did they kill Malcolm X? I think they did. I think they killed Abraham Lincoln. A lot of people have just been bodied, dude. So it's not a new concept. It's happened in the past. There's precedent for it. I think that would be terrible for the country. I think it would collapse as a result if that happened. I think there'll be civil war. I don't think people are just going to accept that. Because people would know, like, okay, they killed him. Like, they can spin the story and say, oh, no, like, he tripped and he fell. Now he's dead. So people will know, like, this is bullshit. Something happened to him. So I don't think it'd be good for the country if that happened. And then, you know, right now they're trying their best to throw him in jail. I think he's got 88 indictments thus far. They dropped like 6 recently because this idiot Fannie Willis she didn't properly document the other 6 charges against him. So they had to throw them out. It was very sloppy amateur work on her part as a district attorney. But anyway, all those indictments are trumped up, pun intended. And I think it's a bunch of hogwash, especially like this case in New York where they're prosecuting him for overvaluing. Oh my God, guys. So you know Jon Stewart, that clown at the Daily Show. He was grilling Trump, bro. He was making fun of Trump for overvaluing his properties, and people were saying it's a victimless crime and whatnot. He's like, it's not a victimless crime. You overvalued your property, and then the bank. So what he does, how it works is, when you want a loan from a bank, so you're a businessman, right? You're someone like Trump, and you want a loan from a bank. You use your property as collateral to say, give me a loan, and I will use, if, like, here's one of my properties that's valued at this much, and I can always sell it to pay you back or something, like, to show you that I actually have the money, like I actually have enough money to pay back the loan. So evidence of that is this property, which is valued at this amount. So that's how it works in that world, right, of real estate, and people getting loans for stuff from banks. So people are accusing Trump of overvaluing his property by a gross amount, right? So the property in question is Mar-a-Lago, and the neighborhood Mar-a-Lago is in, there are many houses there worth hundreds of millions of dollars, right? So that's the neighborhood that Mar-a-Lago is situated in. So just by being in that neighborhood, being surrounded by properties of that value, your own property's value will skyrocket as well. And also, it's the property of the former president of the United States and all these sort of things, right? It's a big property as well. If you just look at it, you know that this place is expensive. You just use your eyes. But these corrupt people in these courts said it's valued at 18 million, which is absurd. It just doesn't make sense. That evaluation makes zero sense to say 18 million. If you just look at the properties that surround it and the size of the property as well, and all the expensive amenities and stuff like that. It's to say 18 million is ridiculous. It just doesn't make sense. But they said, it's valued at 18 million, and you said it's worth, I think, how much did he say? I think like $500 million or something. I can't remember what he said. But it's very expensive. It's worth hundreds of millions of dollars easily. Anyway, so that's what they're prosecuting him for, and they basically, I don't know if they found him guilty. I'm not sure how the process works, but they basically said that, we're indicting you on this charge, and you're going to have to pay 400 and something million dollars for your bond. So that's basically like sort of like bail, where you pay that money so that they know that you're going to come to court and you're not going to flee or anything like that. And I think the idea is you pay it and then they'll pay you back or something, unless you're found guilty, and then at which then they'll just take the money. They'll just keep the money, because I think they say that's how much you were supposed to pay in taxes. I don't know. It's complicated. But basically, they charge him 400 plus million in dollars for his bond, which is the highest bond amount in American history. No single person has ever been charged that much. And this, keep in mind that he paid back the banks, and the banks themselves said, we like to doing business with him, and in fact we want to continue doing business with him. So the banks were paid back. No one is hurt by this. So that's why people say it's a victimless crime. You're saying he's overvaluing his property. He's not, but also he paid back the banks. So what's the issue? Whereas if you look, but they charged him with the highest bond in American history. No person has ever been charged $400 plus million for bond. Think of it as bail. Imagine $400 million bail. It's closer to 500 million. Imagine that, dude. Sorry for the noise outside. It's unfortunate. But yeah, so people were shocked. People were like, this is crazy. And it caused a stir in the real estate market, because people were like, this is not good for us as real estate agents, and people who work in this industry, because everyone does this. Everyone will, you cost your property in the best possible light to get the most favorable deals. And also the bank, people don't understand that the banks, once you give the bank your evaluation, like you say, my property is worth this much, the bank does their due diligence as well. They're not just going to take your word for it. They'll do their own research and give you their offer to say, okay, you valued your property at this amount. We've done our research and we believe that it's valued at this amount. And so therefore, this is the amount of money we're willing to give you for a loan, or whatever the case may be. So that's how it works. So the banks agreed to all of this. Everyone was involved. Everyone got paid. There wasn't anyone that didn't get paid. So yeah, everyone got paid, and they still charge the highest bond in American history. And it's created a situation now where international investors who want to invest in the housing market in America and stuff like that, and they want to do so through brokers or third parties, are now saying should we invest in America, because the property rights, specifically in New York, are crazy. Look at what they're doing to this guy. He's played the game the way everyone plays it, and yet they're coming after him specifically. And yeah, it's insane. The reason why I brought up Jon Stewart was grilling him, right? Saying Trump is he's a criminal, and they keep saying it's a victimless crime, but it's not a victimless crime, because when you lie about the value of your property, that loan could have gone to someone else who was honest or something along those lines. And also you say your property is worth this amount, but when it's time to pay taxes, you lie and say it's worth this amount. So you're actually corrupt, and this, that, and the third. So you're not even paying your fair share in tax, all these sorts of things, right? So that's what he was saying. Hours after he put out this episode of his show, hours afterwards, it was found out that he'd sold a property and overvalued it by over 400% or something insane like that. He'd bought it for 1 point something million, and sold it for 17 million or something like that. Something insane like that, right? I'm missing the figures, but yeah, you can look at the story. It's insane. And the evaluation the bank gave, basically the evaluation that they settled on for tax was like 800 and something thousand dollars, 800 and something thousand, but he sold it for 17,000. So you can see that the value that he said was 17 million, but he would say when it was time to pay tax, he'd say it's like worth 800 and something thousand dollars, so that he could pay less in tax. That's insane. And on top of that, the person that ended up buying from him, or someone in that process got quote unquote stiffed by him as well. So clearly there wasn't a victimless crime on his end. So there's the nerve, bro, the gall to be out here grilling Trump for doing something that you're doing. He's doing it, and he's probably doing there's probably something but what he did that was actually legal. Or rather, let me put it this way. He was worse than Trump, way worse. Because Mar-a-Lago is actually worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Just using logic, just the neighborhood it's in, the size of the property, how luxurious it is. Like, obviously, it's a very expensive property. It's way more than $18 million. So what a ridiculous amount they said. But anyway, so Jon Stewart is caught up in that now. If he goes to court because of this, it's going to be such an L, dude. I hope he does. He's such a hypocrite. Oh, the audacity to be grilling another man for something that you're doing, and you're doing it at a higher extent. But again, everyone does this in real estate. Everyone does this in real estate. It's the game that gets played. You cost your property in the best light to secure the best loan for yourself, and then it's up to the bank to evaluate your property and give you an amount that they deem is appropriate. If they end up overpaying on their end, that's their fault. That's not your fault. They're supposed to be doing their due diligence and stuff like that. But if everyone gets paid back, no one gets stiffed, and you get what you agreed to, there's no crime. That's how it's always worked. And that's the point a lot of these real estate guys that are talking about this issue are trying to make. And a lot of them aren't Trump fans, but they're reading the writing on the wall and being like, this is not good for business in New York. That's why people are pulling out of New York, and like real estate agents and it's just people in the industry. I forgot the name of the people that are like moguls in this industry. Like, what do you call someone that just like sells houses and stuff? I guess you're an agent. Anyway. I went on that very long tangent to say that this is one of the many examples of how they're coming after this Trump guy unjustly. Like, it's not in the middle of an election too. It's election interference. What they're trying to do is bankrupt him. That's why they set a $400+ million bond, because they're trying so hard to deplete him of all these resources so that he doesn't have any money left to run his campaign. By the way, because there's such a ridiculous amount of money that was set, I think, I don't know if it was the Supreme Court, but that amount was slashed by, it might not have been the Supreme Court, I'm not sure, but some judge, someone decided that, no, we're going to slash this by 60% or something like that. So now he has to pay $100 $100+ billion now, which is still ridiculous. It's still a lot of money, but it's way better than $400+ million. So he said, I'll pay the $100+ million in cash. And his social media platform, Truth Social, went public recently. It went public, so now he got a $3 billion boost to his net worth. Like he's worth an extra $3 billion now. It'll take 6 months for him to sell his shares in the company to access that $3 billion. But what he can, what that allows him to do is to go to banks when he wants loans and say, look at my stock. I have $3 billion worth of stock. So if you give me a loan, you know that I'm good for it because I can always sell this stock. And the same thing with the house, like I told you earlier. He can show the bank and say, look, I've got this house, it's worth this amount, so I'm good for a loan because I can always sell the house and yada, yada, yada. So with the stock, he can be like, give me a loan because I'm worth $3 billion in stock. So in 6 months' time, I can always sell it and give you the money. So yeah. So their plan to bankrupt him through all this legal lawfare. It's not legal. This is illegal, what they're doing. But anyway, their plan to bankrupt him through all these indictments, it's not working. In fact, he's gotten richer than he's ever been. This is the highest net worth he's ever had in his entire life, which is hilarious. And oh yeah, his support amongst voters is only increasing. It's only increasing. Every time they indict him, his support goes up. It doesn't go down. I just think he's the best guy for the job. I think he's a businessman. He knows how to run the country. There was no new war under his tenure as president. The economy was doing better. Everything was just better. Under Biden, things are just terrible right now. So I just pray that the country figures itself out and that things get better. So when I had that dream of him getting shot in the head, I was like, oh no. But I think that's just anxiety that I have. I don't think it's a premonition or anything. Because I'm praying hard, man. I'm praying that the country figures itself out and that, yeah, it survives and does well and flourishes and prospers. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I rambled. Today I rambled a lot. Let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know what you think about this new format as well. Let me pray. You know I like to pray at the end of my videos. Dear God, thank you for the individual watching this around. Thank you for making them whole, unique, and guiding them on a path towards peace, prosperity, and purpose. Thank you for blessing this person with the spirit of gratitude so they can give thanks for all the wonderful things in their life. And wait, I mixed it up. Anyway, they can give thanks for all the wonderful things in their life, and by giving thanks, they can find peace, contentment, and even more blessings. Thank you for blessing this individual with wonderful people in their life who love them, take care of them, and bring the absolute best of them. Thank you for maintaining the ones that are there to do the same thing. Just let your presence be known in this person's life. Let them know that you're God, that you're real, that you're loving them, that you're always going to be there for them. Good health, long life, and happiness for this individual and everyone they care about. In my name, I pray. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen.